From Phoenix, Arizona, you're watching the Simulation Football League. And we have a good one for you folks between the Baltimore Vultures at 3-3 and the Arizona Scorpions at 3-3. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lynn. Alongside me in the booth is Mike O'Neill. In the stats truck, we have Andy Hamilton and Justin Rasad. As always, our producer is Cameron Irvine. And Mike, good calling a game with you again. This is a rematch of two different championship games, both having the Baltimore Vultures as the champions of the Simulation Football League. But things are a little bit different now. You know, Baltimore is not the accustomed 6-0 that we used to see, or 5-1. They are 3-3 in need of a win to keep pace in the division, a very strong division, and Arizona as well, just at 500. How are you today? What are your keys for the matchup?
Yeah, good calling a game with you as well, Ramos. Super excited about this. These two teams always play each other close, Ramos, and it's going to be so interesting to watch tonight. Jack Wigmore, Ashley Jackson, that's like a battle for the classics. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I was talking to Eddie Gage, head coach over in Arizona, and he said one of the biggest keys tonight is they've got to get the run game going. They've got to be establishing the run early and really keeping Baltimore on their toes. So we're going to see how it plays out here as Baltimore's getting the ball first.
The visiting team, Baltimore Vultures, will get the ball first. And we're underway here from Phoenix, from inside the end zone. Here comes the Vultures, past the 20, past the 25, a stiff arm, and getting to the 26-yard line. That's where we're going to see Jack Wigmore first to start this game off with the Vultures, a Baltimore Vultures team that, as always, Mike, with great retention, basically bringing everybody from previous seasons. They know each other very well, and I don't think this record of 3-3 is really indicative of, you know, how good, obviously, this football team is.
Not at all, and we're going to see here. I mean, Jack Wigmore comes into this game leading the league in touchdown passes with 12 right now.
Jack Wigmore under center with twin receivers bottom of your screen. Tight end top of your screen, that is Caesar Ackerman, as Wigmore will throw with times. He's got inside a caught reception right there by Ivory Irvin, and very quickly the Baltimore Vultures are into Arizona territory.
Wow, Ramos, first play of the game, and I was going to say one of the big keys, Ivory Irvin and Mac Chima, two of the best to do it. You see right here just the slant, getting behind, the safety tries to jump the route, and the linebacker's having to trail, and man, just a really good job there by Baltimore's offense. Really great job, and you see the type of explosiveness right there, Ramos.
Jack Wigmore, the quarterback, three-time All-Star, also the league's MVP back in season 17, a future Hall of Famer, no question about it. At 6'4", 224, calls a man in motion. That is Ivory Irving, who already has a catch for big yardage. He's going to throw again. Wigmore with time again. The pass deep, and again he's got a completion to the other receiver, Mac Chima, at 6'4", 230, also a two-time All-Star and a multiple-time champion. First down.
Yeah, Mac Chima there, you can see him again. This is same thing. They just run a slant route across the middle, and Wigmore's holding on to it a little bit longer, so he's really making that throw towards the numbers where it should be in between the hashes, but really good job finding the opening space, and good job for offensive line for Baltimore, giving him time.
Very quickly, Baltimore up to the 32-yard line and in scoring position as T-Roy Gaines goes in motion. Wigmore with time again, pass incomplete this time to Ivory Irving. Let's introduce you to the rest of the Baltimore offense. Jack Wigmore, as we mentioned, the quarterback. Warren Murray and Hubba Kimbrell, the halfbacks. T-Roy Gaines is the Hall of Fame fullback. Wide receivers are Ivory Irvin, David Anderson, Daley Holder, and Mac Chima. The tight ends are Caesar Ackerman and Jackson Roberts. And on the offensive line, Sir Charles, Ray Arnold, Olivia Bleeker, Alden Bleeker, Jay Arnold, and Don Johnson. One of the deepest units in the entire league in the offensive line, and you can see how good they are with this carry for Warren Murray. That's 8 yards.
Yeah, 8 yards on that is a really, really good pickup. And you see number 52 getting in there. That's Nathaniel Diggs on the tackle. This defense of Arizona's really got to show up here. They've got the league's leader, or tied for the league in sacks with D.D. Sacks, Ramos, and we need to see some pressure on Wigmore. He's had too much time to throw early on. Arizona can't let it keep going like this. They've got to take care of it.
This is an all-star unit defensively, the defensive line for Arizona that just got pushed around, and they still cannot get any pressure as this pass is caught. Again, the Baltimore Vultures with Caesar Ackerman, the tight end, finding some space. And it's a 1st and goal for Baltimore.
Yeah, you see a really, really good pass play here by Baltimore. You see, look how clean the pocket is for Wigmore. He kind of has to flush out a little bit, gets time, and finds Ackerman downfield in a really good touchdown-saving tackle there by the defense. It's a big stand here for Arizona if they can get a stand.
1st down and goal. Goal line defense here for the Scorpions. Split backs formation, man in motion. That's going to be Caesar Ackerman, excuse me. Check that, that's number 81. That's going to be the other tight end, Jackson Roberts, 6'4", 255. Perhaps getting some extra blocking. The pass, the run goes to Warren Murray, and he just gets leveled right there at the 1. 2nd and goal.
You saw him there, Ramos. You saw the linebackers lining up over the A gaps, right? And then they kind of backed off, but then Warren Murray took the A gap there, and defense really just made a great stand there. It was a great tackle.
2nd and goal. I think this is T-Roy Gaines' time. He's made his career out of this. Short runs for touchdowns. Let's see. No, it's going to be a toss out to the right, and walking in is Hubba Kimbrough, first carry of the game for a touchdown.
It was a perfect play call, Ramos. You saw it there. The 1st down, what do? They run through the A gaps. And so what does Arizona do the next play? They load up the box, and then Baltimore hits them with a toss outside. Perfect play call, perfect drive by Baltimore. They looked really, really solid on that drive. Arizona has to answer back.
The Baltimore Vultures strike first here on the road. It's going to be 7-0 after this. Shark Tarkington extra point, which he nails. 7-0, the Baltimore Vultures over the Arizona Scorpions. That was a quick drive. Let's introduce you right quickly to the Arizona offense. Ashley Jackson is the quarterback, 9th season with Arizona. The halfbacks are Bismarck Wright and DJ Moses II. Fullbacks, plural, are Jay Ballmer and Cooper Allen. The wide receivers are Donnie Hans, James Hans, Mike Churchill, and TJ Punk. The tight ends are Adam Grabowski and Will Todd, and the linemen of note are Sean Crooked, EJ DeQ, Patrick Kelly, Igor Barbatov, and Gene Benazzi. A team that is absolutely loaded with stars offensively and defensively. Really difficult to spot the weak side of this team of the Arizona Scorpions despite their record. I mean, it's a 3-3 team, but yeah, again, sometimes your record doesn't really define how good of a team you are. Single back formation, that's going to be an offset single with 3 wide receivers. Ashley Jackson will hand the ball off to DJ Moses, and he's got 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to do. That was Jay Ballmer, the fullback, on that one. So there's a little bit of trickery here, Ramos. They had the fullback subbed in there and running Jay Ballmer for 1st down. I love what they did. Pick up 4 yards, stay ahead of the chains. That's the name of the game.
Running inside the tackles, we're going to see quite a bit of Jay Ballmer at 6'3", 245. Formerly of the Jacksonville Kings. This is going to be a strong eye formation. Jackson with some pressure, but she gets the ball away, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Double covered was Will Todd. Let's introduce you to the Baltimore defense. Robert Brady and Al Walker are the defensive ends. Ralph Leopold and Nate Brown with Saron Yates are the defensive tackles. Frank Smith, Keenan Samuels, and Alvin Mack are the linebackers. At the corner position, we have Ben Stackenpaper, Enzo Ball, Marvin Himes, and Elijah Warfield. And at the safety position, we have Sullivan Tyson, Giovanni Ball, and Troy Lawshaw, a team that has been together for at least the last 8 or 10 seasons, as Ashley Jackson will turn into Lamar Jackson and get a 1st down.
Yeah, Ashley Jackson showing the wheels off there, Ramos. A really good play. You see, she's looking downfield. Her eyes are downfield the entire time. You see her flush out of the pocket. She's got defenders on her heel, and she takes it off, and she's aware of where the 1st down is. You would like to see her slide there, but not mad about the 1st down by any means.
1st down and 10 as the Arizona Scorpions move the chains. 6:28 left here in the 1st quarter. If you just joined us, first drive of the game for Baltimore was a good one, ending on a rushing touchdown for the Vultures. Is going to be a handoff to DJ Moses, first carry of the game for DJ. He's got a couple yards on 1st down. 2nd and 8 upcoming.
Yeah, good job by the Baltimore defense recognizing that it was a similar play call as the 1st down previously, and really shutting it down, keeping them to a gain of 2.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. 3 wide receivers again here for the Scorpions. Jackson will throw. Jackson middle. The pass is going to be caught. And for a first down goes Mike Churchill, the former DC Dragon, first season with the Arizona Scorpions.
Oh man, Mike Churchill's release here was just excellent. You can see him off the line right there. Finds the open spot right behind the corner in front. Oh my gosh, it was really good placement. It was behind this linebacker and in front of the corner. Really good job by Mike Churchill there.
A Baltimore Vulture defense that has struggled this season, allowing 28 points per game. That's 22nd in the Simulation Football League, as well as 271 passing yards per game, which ranks bottom 5 in the SFL. Not something that we're used to see, as DJ Moses breaking all kinds of tackles, and that's the hardest fought 3 yards you'll see. 2nd down and 7 upcoming.
Yeah, it was a really hard fought 3 yards. I mean, DJ Moses, I thought he was going to break it there for a second, but good job by Baltimore's defense rallying to it and not allowing a second effort.
2nd down, 7 yards to go from the single back formation. 3 wide receivers, draw play goes to DJ, and Moses only has about 2 more on the play. Excuse me, that's going to be the backup halfback. That's Bismarck Wright, rookie. Pick number 21 out of the most recent draft.
Yeah, Keenan Samuels was all over it, figuring out that Bismarck had the ball and really drive into it. Explosiveness getting to the running back there.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Empty set here for Ashley Jackson. And a nickel defense showing here for the Vultures. Man in motion, trying to get the numbers. That's 3 receivers against 1 DB and the safety. 1 corner and the safety, rather. As Jackson will throw. Jackson pump fakes, and she goes down for a sack. First sack of the game for Nate Brown, the 8th-year man, all years with the Baltimore Vultures.
Yeah, Nate Brown really does a good job getting off of the block and getting to Ashley Jackson, which is something that's really impressive because, Rama, she's only been sacked 4 times this entire season heading into this game. 3rd in the league. This offensive line is a really good one. That could be a huge key in tonight's game if they can continue to do that.
That's been the difference so far in this first quarter. The offensive line of Baltimore really protecting Jack Wigmore really well. Ashley Jackson taking a sack on the first drive of the game. This is going to be a good punt up to the 11-yard line, but also a decent return to the 14. He actually ran more yards sideways than he did forwards, and Baltimore will have the ball again. Let's introduce you to the Arizona defense. Dede Sachs and Alex Constantine are the defensive ends. Hunter Norwood and David Tilley are the defensive tackles. Hunter Norwood is an Hall of Famer. Linebackers are Sean Moore, J.R. Lawless, and Nathaniel Diggs. The corners are Zach Hamburger, Terrell Davis, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison. And the safeties are Iverson Gamble and the ageless Eddie Gage. As Wigmore again all day to throw. Wigmore passes, and over the outstretched arms of the defender is going to be Daly Holder for a first down.
Yeah, Daly Holder does a great job. And it looked like, I mean, you could look at the pocket there. I mean, unbelievable. Does a really good job. It's just they're just running slant routes, essentially. And this has been a common theme for Baltimore tonight. Wigmore's just holding onto the ball and letting the slants get across the field to the other side. I mean, what does that say about the time that he's getting?
He's getting all day to throw. Shout out to this offensive line of Baltimore. This is not an easy defensive line to contain by any means, as Wigmore will hand the ball off, and finally J.R. Lawless and company make the stop right there at the line of scrimmage. I mean, this defensive line has a combined, between everybody, 11 All-Star nominations between these 4, led by Hunter Norwood at 6. Last one in season 20. 6'2", 325, one of the all-time leaders in sacks, tackles for loss, you name it. 2nd down and 10 from the near formation. That's going to be T-Roy Gaines. And again, nothing doing there as the linebacking core and this defense finally settling into the football game. That's Moore with the stop.
Yeah, back-to-back plays by linebackers. Huge plays there. Sean Moore doing a really good job getting in and just a gap assignment, being aware of where the run was going.
Dime defense here for Arizona. Look out for the rollout throws. Here from Jack Wigmore. There it is. There's a rollout. Wigmore with time. The pass deep, and the pass is caught again. And every time Jack Wigmore has tried to throw the ball past 10 yards, every single time it has been completed. Ivory Irving with another catch.
Yeah, Ivory Urban again on a roll out there, you see, and you can see him just go in. It's just a corner route. It looks like it's a post corner, actually. Ran the post and then turned it back outside, but good job recognition by the safety because that can easily go sour if the safety tries to undercut that.
First down, 10 yards to go. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. A first quarter dominated by the Vultures as T-Roy Gaines will get about 4 on this one. Tackle made by a couple of defenders, including Eddie Gage. And it's going to be 2nd and 6 upcoming.
Yeah, that gap was huge for the running back, and really good job by J.R. Lawless coming in and making a huge play on that.
Split backs formation, 2 tight ends on this one. Wigmore will toss it out. That's going to go to Warren Murray. Same play that they scored the touchdown with. This time, Arizona is wise to it as Moore makes another tackle. 3rd down and medium.
Yeah, and it was more on the tackle, but it was Terrell Davis, the corner outside, that actually helped with the containment. He was able to contain and keep that run, force that run back inside. It's huge.
Every single throw Jack Wigmore has completed has not gone under 10 yards. It's been big plays only.
Wow.
For this Baltimore offense so far. Thank you to Andy Hamilton for the stat as Jack Wigmore again will throw deep. This time is picked up. Parker Thomas has it, and he runs it past the 45 to the 46. A much-needed takeaway. I've called Parker Thomas the best slot corner in football for many seasons, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Parker Thomas essentially just playing man trail technique. He's following behind him. You can see him. He's keeping his eyes on the quarterback the entire time. They had 3 defenders there. I don't know why Jack Wigmore threw that, but Parker Thomas capitalized on that mistake right there.
And the Arizona Scorpions finally stopped the bleeding as their defense has, up to that point, had no answers against the pass. Ashley Jackson, now time for her to settle into the ball game. That's going to be an offset single back formation, man in motion. That's going to be the tight end Will Todd. Going from left to right. 5 seconds on the play clock. That's going to be a toss to DJ Moses, and Moses breaks the tackle, has a first down and more. Past the 40, spin moves to the 36-yard line for another Scorpions first down.
That is exactly what they needed here, Ramos. They needed a big run from Moses. They have to establish the run game, pull these corners back, and you see Moses right there. Look at the block right there. Look at the blocking on the outside, and that is exactly what you want out of your wide receivers. Moses was able to extend that play and get an extra 10 yards because of the wide receivers being able to block.
Great blocking on the outside. Good job by DJ Moses breaking the tackle one-on-one against Keenan Samuels. That ends up in a first down with the ball at the 36.5-yard line. Man in motion again. That's going to be hands in motion of the Donnie variety. First down and 10. Jackson to throw. Jackson goes middle, and the pass is caught. Another completed throw for Ashley Jackson. This one goes to number 81. That's Ron Duggins, the backup number 5 wide receiver of this team, and he moves the chains.
Yeah, he does a good job finding a soft spot in between 3 defenders there, and kudos to Ashley Jackson for being able to locate that. And that's not that's not an easy throw to make, Ramos. So, right now this Arizona offense is humming.
First down and 10 yards to go. Let's see if Ashley Jackson snaps the ball before the end of the first quarter. And yes, she will. The handoff goes to Jay Ballmer, and he only gets a couple yards. We'll see you after the break. It's Baltimore 7, Arizona nothing. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by 8 p.m. Music right here on YouTube. Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Dex DroneWorks, aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. Learn more at dexdroneworks.com. Start of the second quarter, the Arizona Scorpions moving the football now in the red zone for the first time tonight, Mike, and they really need a score here. They need to capitalize on this takeaways from the defense because once you have Baltimore, once Baltimore gives the ball away, you cannot just come away with no points.
Absolutely.
Man in motion again. That's going to be TJ Punk from left to right now in the slot. Single back formation for Ashley Jackson. Jackson, draw play. That's going to be DJ Moses with some space, and DJ Moses gets a shoulder from Keenan Samuels, but that's a good gain, and that's going to be a 3rd and inches.
Yeah, 3rd and inches here, and this is what's so crucial here for Arizona. You've got to be able to score on this drive. It is so important. Points off a turnover is so important. They've got to be able to capitalize on this.
3rd down and inches. I formation, 12 personnel here for the Scorpions. Handoff goes to Balmer, and he will not get it. Jay Balmer, actually, that was again the backup running back, Bismarck Wright. He will not get the 1st down. And on 4th and 1, Arizona will have to settle for a field goal.
And that's okay. You know, you take 3 here. Obviously, ideally, you want to get the 7, but you take 3 here, you come back out, and you play defense the way that you played, again, in this previous drive.
JT Delaney with the kick is up and good. 2nd season here in Arizona, formerly, pretty sure of the London Knights, if memory serves me correctly. But
that's correct, yep.
7-3. 7-3, the Baltimore Vultures over the Arizona Scorpions. But if you're Arizona, finally you have settled into the game. You have a takeaway out of the quarterback, Jack Wigmore, and you got some points. And so I have to say the momentum of the game slightly now tilting towards Arizona's side, especially because they're at home.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest thing that you want to look for is what does Baltimore's play calling look like on this drive, right? Does Jack Wigmore get spooked now coming out that he's thrown an interception? Does he get spooked, and do they kind of go a little bit more conservative on this drive? It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, giveaways have been a problem here for the Vultures. They do have 13 takeaways on defense, which ranks 3rd in the Simulation Football League, but their turnover differential is 0. So that means that they've given the ball away 13 times and now 14 times with this last turnover. So Jack Wigmore and company have been really sloppy with the ball. I mean, it's been uncharacteristic here from the Baltimore Vultures so far this season. 4-4 defense for Arizona. It's actually a 4-3 over front, as Eddie Gage came with a blitz and sealed the edge beautifully. That allowed the linebacker Sean Moore to make the tackle. A 4-yard gain, though, for Warren Murray.
Yeah, so far in this game, Sean Moore has been such a good linebacker, really just plugging the gaps.
Just people who don't know, 4-3 over is basically the linebacker walks to the line and basically turns into, quote-unquote, another defensive end, as Warren Murray breaks the tackle, gets probably about half a yard on the play, as the defense of Arizona now play much, much better over the last couple of drives.
Yeah, you know, Baltimore came out and hit him with a couple big passes, and ever since then, they've really been kind of on their toes after that initial drive.
No tight ends on this formation this time. Bailey Holder is in the slot. Wigmore to throw. Wigmore, running out of time, has to scramble left. Now will scramble to the 1st down marker, and that has no chance as the linebacker make a really good pursuit to the football. That is going to be number 52, Nathaniel Diggs.
Yeah, yep. Nathaniel Diggs coming in. He was almost like he was a spy. He was there the entire time watching Wigmore, and it looks like Arizona just put a spy on him and really just kept him there and allowed him to, really just put all of his attention on Wigmore. Really good play dialed up by Arizona there.
Nathaniel Diggs coming from the Queen City Corsairs a few seasons ago. He played the first 2 seasons in Queen City, and now with the Arizona Scorpions, he's found a home as this return goes to the 34-yard line. But again, the Arizona Scorpions will have the ball on offense, and this is a defense in Baltimore that is obviously extremely talented. It's obviously, very good, but they have had troubles with, allowing a lot of yards and allowing a lot of points.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Arizona dials up here now. They've been using DJ Moses in creative ways. Let's see if they keep that up.
Bunch formation here for Arizona. Blitz coming. Jackson diagnoses the blitz, and he's got a man past the 40, past the 30, to the 25, and down to the 23-yard line. That's going to be TJ Punk, baby.
TJ Punk one-on-one coverage. Ashley Jackson has to take this shot every single time. They come out with a bunch left formation, right? They pull the defense in. You see one-on-one coverage, and 20 just gets beat off the line. That's Ben Stackenpaper, which is not known. Ben Stackenpaper is not known for getting beat like that. But Ashley Jackson recognizes it immediately and capitalizes on it really quickly.
Arizona moving quickly now to the 23-yard line. Single back formation for the veteran quarterback. Jackson to throw. Jackson checks it down to the receiver. That's Punk again. And Punk has a gain of a couple. Good defensive play actually by the corner. Allowed the catch, but nothing after that. That's Enzo Bolt on the defense.
Yeah, Enzo Bolt doing a really good job forcing that play out of bounds. And look, I don't blame whatsoever Arizona for going back to TJ Punk. That, they say you got to feed the hot hand, Ramos.
Yeah, and we have probably the two best slot corners in the Simulation Football League playing today, Parker Thomas and Enzo Bolt, as this is going to be a draw play going to DJ Moses for about 5 on the play, 3rd down and 3 upcoming.
Yeah, again, a really good mix-up, getting DJ Moses involved and keeping that run game so that, Baltimore knows they can't, just drop back.
3rd down and 3 yards to go. Balmer is the lone man in the backfield. Jackson will throw. Jackson throws middle. The pass is caught. A beautiful grab. Beautiful grab by Will Todd. And actually, that's a nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. Let's take another look.
Yeah, they just drop back in zone coverage, and Ashley Jackson just finds the perfect spot to get it to Will Todd, and just a really good pass.
1st down and goal to go for the Scorpions. First time we see Arizona inside the 10 with a 1st down. Handoff goes to Moses to the outside, breaks a tackle, and the linebacker is trying to tackle him, but that's actually Elijah Warfield. DJ Moses, stronger than him, drags him for about 3 more up to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Elijah Warfield got drug a couple of yards there, but did a great job nonetheless keeping Moses out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal, heavy set. Heavy set for the Scorpions. Toss play going to the outside, and that's going to be a touchdown for Bismarck Wright. And Arizona is up front.
Bismarck Wright does a great job. It's a perfect play call dialed up, and I believe that is the rookie's first touchdown of the season, Ramos.
Yep. Bismarck Wright, if you pardon the pun, vulturing that touchdown. obviously, if it was DJ Moses, Jay Balmer, in between the 20-yard line and all the way to the end zone, and Bismarck Wright, fresher legs, gets in for the touchdown as Arizona, with this extra point by JT Delaney, puts it up 10-7. Scorpions have scored 10 unanswered.
Yeah, really, really good job. I mean, 2 drives in a row now for Arizona that we've seen. Really good play calling, really good execution. And now, I mean, this changes things. And little by little, Ramos, it feels like that the momentum's starting to shift a little bit, right? And it feels like it's in Arizona's court right now. But all it takes is Baltimore to come back out here, right? 1st down, get a good play, a good yardage play like we saw Wigmore do in the beginning of the game, and they're right back in the thick of things.
Yeah, when these two teams play each other, the momentum pendulum swings either side constantly. Like you see first Baltimore with the whole momentum of the game. Now Arizona has the whole momentum of the game. Let's see if they can put some separation between them and the opposition, because Baltimore is gonna attempt to storm right back in. The Baltimore Vultures ranking 7th in the Simulation Football League in points per game at 26.5, 247 yards per game passing. That's 6th in the league with 12 passing touchdowns. That ranks 1st in the league. And Ivory Irving will go in motion, going to the left. Now a twin set top of your screen. Jack Wigmore will throw. Wigmore middle. The pass is incomplete, trying to check it down to Warren Murray. And that goes incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Ramos, and like we just saw on that stat graphic on the screen, they've got to get the run game going. They've had 18 rushing yards this game so far. And that's a big factor, I feel like. And they've got to be able to pick up the the first 5 yards on the ground, right? They've got to pull these defensive backs up for Arizona.
Nickel defense here for the Scorpions. 2 backs in the backfield. Wigmore will roll out to the left. Wigmore passes middle, and the pass is caught by Daly Holder for a first down. 15-yard gain on the play as the Vultures move the chains.
Daly Holder is Mr. Consistent for Baltimore. It seems like he's always making the big plays whenever they need him. Daly Holder's always in the right place at the right time on these passes, and good job. That was a really tight window for Jack Wigmore, but he delivered. And let's see what they do here on first down.
Baltimore trying to answer this Arizona Scorpion run of points. Jack Wigmore passing to the bottom of your screen. Hubba Kimbrell does a stiff arm, gets 6 on the play.
And I'm not mad at that. I think that, because of the run game being so kind of hindered by this defensive line, at least figure out a way to get your backs involved, even if it is checking it out of the backfield.
Wigmore starting off well, 7 of 10, 125. Does have that interception, though, to Parker Thomas that really gave the whole momentum to the Scorpions. That was
a big turning point.
Yeah, that was the big turning point of the ball game so far as Warren Murray gets a first down.
See, in a play like this, Ramos, I mean, as well as I do, a play like this, even though it was a 6 or 7 yard pickup, that is a huge play. Because what that does is that tells the defense of Arizona, hey, you can't just sit back. You can't just give 10 yards of cushion. You know what I mean? Because we're going to run it. If you do that, we're going to run the ball. So now it puts Arizona's defense, and all of this is just trying to catch them on their heels. So let's see what Baltimore dials up here on 1st and 10.
Going to be the same formation as a couple plays ago. That's an offset eye. Wigmore to throw. Wigmore with time. The pass goes deep, and the pass is incomplete in double coverage. Eddie Gage and company in the coverage. IG was also on that one. I mean, it's just Arizona's shifting of the defensive scheme, I guess. We really haven't seen Jack Wigmore connect deep anymore.
No, they're taking away the deep ball. Those deep thirds, they've got them locked down. They've got to check it down. They got to take the underneath stuff here for a minute.
2nd down, 10 yards to go from the eye. Jack Wigmore will hand the ball off. That's going to be Warren Murray, and nothing doing there as Sean Moore is immediately on that play for only about a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, I don't know how often I can keep saying it, but Sean Moore's been really good this game, Ramos.
Really has, and it really has been very good for a number of seasons. The 7th-year veteran. Bunch formation from under center. Wigmore will roll out to the left. Wigmore passes defended, blocked by the defensive end. That's Alex Constantine. At 6'5", he gets his hands up. That's about 8 feet, and the pass is incomplete.
Absolutely. Alex Constantine doing a really good job. Way to recognize the rollout, right? And then takes outside, doesn't cut inside, right? He goes outside of the tackle rather than cutting inside, and that is the difference on the fact that he was able to get his hands up and make a bat down on that play.
This punt goes away, bounces at the 8, and the Vultures cannot pin it inside the 5 as this is going to be a touchback, and Ashley Jackson and company will have the ball with 3:30 left here in the 2nd quarter and to try something else.
Yeah, and you got to run. Oh, they did. They got it down to 1.
Well, they did call it at the 1. I mean, it's... Wow, that's a great play. Apostling called by the officials, obviously, with Bull running into his own end zone, but they're going to call it at the...
You got to run here.
At the 2-millimeter line, as this is going to be a run to DJ Moses for a gain of 5. Gonna bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, that's interesting. It definitely helps that DJ Moses was able to pick up 5 yards, gets them a little bit more cushion. But again, I'm not throwing here.
And it looks like they're gonna listen to you with a heavy set. 22 personnel. They're gonna hand the ball off. That's gonna be Bismarck Wright, who's really having a strong first half for a first down.
Yeah, and you see Bismarck Wright on that. They run that power play, and Bismarck Wright gets to the outside, and you see the stretched out arm to pick up the first down there, Ramos. That was pretty.
First down, 10 yards to go, 2:50 left here in the 2nd quarter. Now they go in the bunch set.
This is where they scored off of, or this is the last time that we saw that big play downfield, the one-on-one.
This is going to be a toss play, though, to the running back, and DJ Moses has little yardage on the play. Really good stop on the outside, one-on-one. That was number 78, Robert Brady, coming from the Denver Nightwings.
Really good job scheming it up. You got that bunch play. Now we know we've got the big pass out of that and a toss going behind the bunch. So really good job play calling from Arizona.
Second down and 9. Offset I formation. Jackson a throw. Jackson checks it down as DJ Moses. Actually, Bismarck right, wide open. Nobody went with the running back, and he's got about 15 and a first.
Such a good decision by Ashley Jackson. Really good job. You see Bismarck right checking it down, getting the check down there, and just taking it. Nobody was there. They all dropped back into coverage. Nobody was watching the flats.
It's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Arizona 10, Baltimore 7. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music right here on YouTube. We're watching a really good one, as expected, just as advertised. The over-under for this game scheduled at 48.5. Arizona 3.5-point dog at home, which is not normally that you see. Now, Baltimore has had Arizona's number in the past in previous matchups, including playoffs. And there's going to be a handoff to DJ Moses, Jay Baldmer lowers the shoulder, gets 4.
Yeah, Arizona's doing a really good job. The offensive line for Arizona is doing such a good job opening up those A-gaps just between the center and the guard and really allowing DJ Moses to just get 3 or 4 every single time.
DJ Moses dotting the I this time, 22 personnel, 10 men in motion. Goes to DJ Punk. Will Todd, the man in motion. Handoff goes to DJ Moses, going to the outside, and a really strong open field tackle right there by number, that was 56 on the play. That is Alvin Mack, 8 seasons in the Simulation Football League.
Yeah, Ramos, they went the same exact play that they ran with Bismarck right whenever they're backed up into their own end zone earlier on that. And this time, Alvin Mack was all over it. He recognized it immediately.
Empty set. It looks like man-to-man coverage. Look for an Ashley Jackson scramble, perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
She will be blitzed, and she will throw the pass over the middle. It's incomplete. Really great coverage by Troy Lawshaw, the safety. I mean, this is a guy who's been in the league forever, 12 seasons. You know, first with the Dallas Roughnecks way back in the day. And
throwing it back.
Just throwing it way back. And actually, he was... Not arguably, he was absolutely the best safety in the Simulation Football League for a number of seasons.
Well, you see it there. I mean, it's not often you see a strong safety in man coverage like that against a wide receiver. A really good job in coverage there, and that's a huge third down stop for Baltimore.
It's going to be a punt for the Scorpions. Baltimore will have about 45 seconds or so here in the first half. Decent return to the 37, 48 seconds left, and Baltimore will have the ball at 37.
Now, anything's possible if your name is the Baltimore Vultures, right? So you got 48 seconds left. This is plenty of time to get downfield. At the very least, get a field goal, right? Tie this up going into the half. It's a fresh slate going into the third quarter. But I'm interested to see if they stick with the same approach that they've been going on first down.
Especially with this wide receiving core. You want to talk about a track meet team. You have Ivory Urban and Mac Chima. It's just, I mean, they have terrorized defenses for ages, it seems, as Chima is the one going in motion. Wigmore to throw. Wigmore checks it down outside. The pass is caught, actually, by Chima for a gain of about 5, and Baltimore will call their first timeout.
Oh, that was such a beautiful play. Terrell Davis, you spoke on him earlier, man. Terrell Davis, he was the one that did the outside contain earlier. It was great. The wide receiver's there. Outside receiver ran a slant. Inside ran an out, and Terrell Davis was all over it, and he took the right angle, too, which is huge.
Single back, offset to the right. Man in motion again is Chima going to the slot. They do like Mac Chima against the slot corner or the safety even in this case. Wigmore will throw middle, and the pass is incomplete, falling harmlessly to the turf. Great coverage right there by Nathaniel Diggs on Caesar Eckerman.
Man, I can't say enough, Ramos, about these linebackers. They've been really, really good this game. They've really held it down, and I think so far that 3-point difference has absolutely been attributed to the linebackers.
Third down, 5 yards to go. 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Nickel defense for Arizona. Wigmore, 15 seconds on the play clock, rolls to the right. Wigmore with time, throws middle, the pass is caught. That's Ivory Irving, and this is the first time Baltimore is able to connect deep ever since the first quarter, really.
Yeah, it was a beautiful play call, Ramos. It looked like they were playing cover 3, right? And you've got those three guys back deep, but Ivory Irvin runs the post route on there. Wigmore rolls out the opposite way and then just hits him on inside leverage in between both of the safeties. And it's just a really good play.
From the 41, split backs formation for the Vultures. To throw, Wigmore passes inside. The pass is incomplete. Really dangerous throw right there as number 44, Everett Garrison, was all over that one.
Yeah, Everett Garrison playing strapped on that play right there. And that's a huge first down stop for Arizona, now creating a second and long situation for Baltimore.
Everett Garrison, 6'3", 210, has been the number 1 corner of this team for probably ever since its inception. 7th season here with the Scorpions. As Chima goes in motion from left to right. Wigmore drops back to throw. Wigmore passes to the outside. Chima has the first down as Terrell Davis cannot stop the pass from happening. He does make the tackle, and the Vultures will go into no huddle.
Yeah,
20 seconds left.
They've got to get it moving. They got to snap the ball. There you go.
Yep, they spike it with 17 seconds left here in the first half. In scoring position with the ball at the 27-yard line, I think you take a shot to the end zone perhaps, see if something is open, see if something opens up. If not,
yeah,
then
I agree.
You can always check it down and call your last time out.
Absolutely. Completely agree. Good job, though, there, getting the spike off.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Wigmore to throw. Wigmore throws deep, and the pass is overthrown as he had his receiver open up the seam, and the pass falls to the turf. Third down and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, you said it. He had the receiver wide open there in the seam, just overthrew, and he's lucky that that safety wasn't directly over the top, right? Because that could have easily been an interception.
This is a dangerous situation here for the Vultures. I mean, I guess they do have a timeout, and if they get sacked, they will be completely out of field goal range. Wigmore hands the ball off to Warren Murray. Watch out, Warren Murray past the 15, past the 13-yard line up to the 12.
Way to get out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds with 9 seconds left.
Yeah, that was a great call. You even have one more shot here. Honestly, Ramos, I would even take another shot before kicking a field goal. But really good play call there. I love what they do. I mean, they come out with in a set that looks pass heavy, right? And then you run the ball, catch them off guard a little bit. You get out of bounds, having the awareness to get out of bounds, and now you set it up where you've got one more shot realistically, and you can kick the field goal.
You have one more play before you have to trot out the field goal unit. This is going to be 22 personnel. Maybe they trust Warren Murray more than they trust Jack Wigmore's arm after that run. And that's exactly what they will do, but that's going to be T-Roy Gaines, actually, the fullback, only 2 yards. And that's going to be a timeout for Baltimore. They will come away with a field goal attempt, though. So, all in all, a really successful 1-minute drive.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that, it was a really good decision, honestly. I'm not mad at the decision to run the ball whatsoever because, look, if you're Jack Wigmore, you've already turned the ball over once. Last thing you want to do is erase an opportunity to be able to put points on board and tie this up going into the half.
Shark Tarkington will put that one up and right through the middle as Baltimore ties it up at 10 apiece. 2 seconds left here in the second quarter. We are having a really good game that shapes up to have a fantastic second half.
Yeah, we're really fortunate right now. These two have always played each other tough, and it seems like this go-around's no different, Ramos.
If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved, as Donnie Hans will return this one to the 26-yard line, and that's the end of a very eventful first half. Arizona 10, Baltimore 10, living up to the billing. I want to just hear your thoughts of the first half and just what stands out to you.
Yeah, well, what stands out, for one, is how prepared these two teams are for each other. I mean, it seems like the scouting is there. Everything is really there. What I want to see out of Baltimore, we saw a little flash of it at the end right there with Warren Murray. He's got to get the ball more. You got to run the ball more. You got to balance things out a little bit more. I want to see the run game pick up for Warren Murray, because then it's inevitable that Ivory Irvin and Mac Chima are going to be a lot more open downfield. Right now, Arizona's doing a good job taking the three deep away. So on the other side, Arizona, right, get back to, you know, how you were running on first down. Same thing. 4 yards, 5 yards, stay ahead of the chains. Ashley Jackson has been spot on, but don't get greedy, right? Bismarck Wright needs to be a little bit more involved. Don't get greedy. Keep winning 5 yards at a time. That is really going to be the game plan for both of these teams, because honestly, both of these teams are so well prepared for each other that the first team to make a mistake in the second half could be a costly one.
Really could. Warren Murray only 8 carries so far in this game for a little bit over 30 yards, so he is averaging 4 yards a carry. Jack Wigmore, 10 of 19. He started off hot and then cooled down, including an interception. And you know, the receivers, Ivory Irving with 3 catches, the longest one of 31 yards. Daly Holder also with a couple of grabs for 33, as this is going to be nailed down for a touchback. Let's send it over to SFL HQ for a game break update outside in the league. Cam?
Thank you, Ramos. 5-1 Houston at 6-0 Canton tonight, and Logan Lee doing his thing, running a lot into the blitz so far. Canton rolling 10-0, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Back to you in Phoenix.
Thank you, Cam. Not a lot of points scored in either of these two ball games. We have a 10-10 game here in Phoenix, Arizona, as we will see TJ Pongo in motion. Now a trip set. Handoff, though, goes to Jay Ballmer for a gain of 1. Good defensive play right there by Smith, and it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Frank Smith just gap containment there, and really just plug in the hole there where they're trying to run. And I like the call. You know, you come out in the trips and you try and run up the middle, but they got to be a little bit more creative in the run game here.
How's this? Jay Ballmer is going to be in the 3-point stance right behind Ashley Jackson. He will get the handoff, and he's going to have about 4 yards. Really strong effort right there as Keenan Samuels makes the stop.
Yeah, it is really, really tough to bring down a player of Jay Ballmer's size, right? And that's why they need to use him a little bit more, because really could be a difference maker. The difference between 1 and 5 yards, I think, could be the extra weight.
3 wide receiver set. 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back in the formation. Jackson to throw. Jackson goes deep, and that's a beautiful throw. That's a beautiful toss to TJ Punk for a first down.
Yeah, it was a beautiful throw. Just like you said, it had touch on it, Ramos. Just over the corner, right, and directly in front of the safety. Really, really good job there by Ashley Jackson.
First down and 10. Start here of the third quarter, 10-10. Arizona and Baltimore in a battle of heavyweights. Scorpions with the ball at the 39-yard line. Jackson, draw play. That's going to go to the running back, DJ Moses, and that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
And that's okay. Like I was saying, win, 3 to 5 yards at a time. That's it. Just win 3 to 5 yards at a time. Keep Ashley Jackson clean, right? We saw the sack on the first drive. Have it since.
Bismarck right now dots the eye. Has had a really strong game as the third man in this backfield. He will get the handoff, makes a spin move, and immediately put down by Keenan Samuels. Nothing doing there, maybe half a yard gain.
Yeah, Keenan Samuels doing a good job recognizing that Bismarck Wright wasn't taken down on that first tackle, and really good job trying to get to the outside and really containing that.
5 wide receiver set here for Ashley Jackson. Looks like zone from the Vultures. This pass by Jackson is caught up the seam. And another first down. That goes to Will Todd.
Yeah, directly up the seam. And if you watch the placement here, I wonder if we're going to get a behind the quarterback look. No, we're not. So directly up the seam on the hash mark. But look how tight of a window that was. I was trying to identify with 36 running in. And I believe that was Troy Loshaw, the safety. We talked about how good he is. That was a very tight window. Ashley Jackson put it directly on the money.
Bunch formation here for the Scorpions. They've tossed it out also out of this formation, and they do the same thing. DJ Moses will have about 2 yards on the play. Really good pursuit right there by Elijah Warfield. limiting the damage to only 2.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for, Ramos. Just ask for your corners to contain, right? You have one job in the run game, and that's containing.
Absolutely right. You love to have corners who can tackle, and Baltimore's corners have always been able to tackle with the best of them, as that's going to be Jay Ballmer with a first down. Really strong run again by the fullback.
Yeah, I talked about it, man. He gets a full head of steam going. Oh, here we go. We're identifying a block here. Yeah, you can see the... I mean,
getting in the way.
Just getting in the way. Yeah, regardless, Jay Ballmer, great job, great run.
That's fine. I mean, when you're a wide receiver, yeah, you love to see those wide receivers pancaking folks, but most of the time you just need to get in the way and put hands in defense. And sometimes that's just more than enough. Again, no backs in the backfield for Ashley Jackson, who will throw Ashley to the outside. The pass is caught again. And another first down, this one to James Hands.
Yeah, James Hands doing a good job working out of the inside there. He hits a corner route there. You see him right there on the cut. Gets directly behind the, you see the corner was on man coverage, and he got pulled, and safety was covered with James Hands and just couldn't get there in time.
Ashley Jackson, a really strong game. 9 completions out of 11 attempts, 147 yards. No touchdowns, but also has no interceptions and also a scramble for a first down. Jackson to throw. Jackson to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! That's TJ Punk, baby.
Wow, man. TJ Punk really just asserting the dominance here in this game, working that matchup. Yeah, I mean, you see there's nothing special. That's just a 9 route, Ramos. He just runs downfield and catches it over the safety. I mean, I don't understand. That's just a really good throw and catch by Ashley Jackson and TJ Punk. I'll tell you what, the arm of Ashley Jackson is looking extremely impressive in this game.
It really has been. TJ Punk, a former tight end, and at 6'4", 240. You just, trust the big guy to box out the defender and come down with the catch. And this is a sensational opening drive here for the Scorpions. 10 plays, 79 yards, and most importantly, ending up in a touchdown. Arizona 17, Baltimore 10. And now it's Baltimore's time to answer, and they've been able to get it going on offense as of late a little bit more. This return will go from the 8-yard line past the 25, past the 30. We already have a flag on the play. Let's see if this is in the area of holding or blocking the back.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a block in the back.
Yep. Blocking the back by the Baltimore special teams unit. That was number 32, Ontario Smith, the number 3 halfback on this Baltimore Vultures team.
Yeah, which is the least penalized team in the SFL. Baltimore is.
Very disciplined team. Always, every season, the coaching is just outstanding. From the 16-yard line, the Vultures trying to mount a drive as Jack Wigmore will connect deep with Mac Chima up the seam. That's a very similar play that Ashley Jackson connected with her number 89.
Well, you see DD Sachs around the edge right there, right? Almost getting there. I mean, Wigmore's got to get this out quick, finds the exact spot, and then 27 comes in and really lays the hit. That's Eddie Gage on the hit there, and way to hang on to it if you're Mac Chima. That's one thing that makes these receivers elite. Ramos, they can hold on.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Eddie Gage may be 67 years old, but he can still lay the wood, man. As this run goes to Murray for a gain of 5.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying at halftime, Ramos. I want to see more of. I want to see more Warren Murray. I want to see T-Roy Gaines. We haven't seen T-Roy Gaines much tonight. So that could be a huge factor in this Baltimore offense kind of finding its wheels again like it was in the first drive.
Second down and 5 yards to go as Avery Garrison cheating on the inside. Let's see if that pays off for him. Jack Wigmore, no receivers open. All day to throw, goes middle, and the pass is incomplete. Had a receiver wide open. That was Mac Chima, the speedster, and man, that's just a bad throw for Jack Wigmore. It's really hard to overthrow a guy like Mac Chima.
Yeah, that is really, really, really tough if you're Baltimore, because he had Mac Chima downfield, and I think that's because the pressure came in really late and it messed up the timing of Jack Wigmore.
Third down, 5 yards to go as Ivory Irving goes from left to right of your formation. That will line up in the slot. really haven't seen anything of Leroy Gaines as of late. Wigmore will throw it, the ball middle, and the pass is incomplete. That's going to be PI.
Yeah, that's PI all day, Ramos. See if we get a replay of that.
Pass interference call on Parker Thomas, playing in his zone. And
yeah,
right there.
Yeah, just impedes the route. And the biggest thing, Ramos, is the head turn, right? He didn't get his head around.
Yeah, that is correct. You know, he was just looking at the receiver and basically just play like a screen, like you would do in basketball, and just do not allow the receiver to go past you. Wigmore will throw. Wigmore on first down, throws deep again. The pass is picked off. Sean Moore, linebacker, with the hands, and he will return it to the 44-yard line, and that's another interception by Jack Wigmore in this ball game.
Yeah, sometimes, Ramos, you just have these games where you're as the game develops, you're watching certain players, and from the beginning, you and I have both been saying how good of a game Sean Moore's been having, right? And right there just shows, right, for a linebacker to be in man-on-man coverage, or just not man-on-man, but zone coverage, and to have that type of responsibility, it's really rare you see linebackers cover like that and to go up and get one. But Sean Moore does it right there, comes up big for Arizona, and now they've got to score.
That looked like Tampa 2 technique from the linebacker. I don't think it was cover 2, but Tampa 2 technique. The middle linebacker has to just sink deep and cover any post routes. And it really takes an athletic linebacker to make it work.
Oh, yeah.
As Jackson will check it down, and the pass is going to be incomplete, trying to connect with his receiver. That was her receiver. That was Will Todd, and not the best of plays right there.
No, I mean, I like the play design, right? But I think whenever you're looking at those tight end speed outs, right, and you're branching those tight ends out, you've got to put zip on it. It's got to get there quick because Baltimore's got a lot of speed on the outside for their defense. So you're really playing with fire on those throws.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Nickel defense here for Baltimore. To throw again, Jackson passes to the outside, and the pass is incomplete. Elijah Warfield, really nice job covering that hook route. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, Elijah Warfield does a really good job. You see Elijah Warfield get a hand in there on that. And again, that's another throw, Ramos. You like to see a little bit more power on that throw.
Yeah, a little bit more of anticipation as well, as probably that was a fraction of a second late.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10 yards upcoming. Jackson to throw. Jackson goes deep, has the sticks. The pass is caught. James Hands to the 38-yard line, and the Scorpions get a big conversion on 3rd down.
Man, Ramos, they are killing this area of the field right here. You see it right there. They run almost a scissors concept right here. You see the cross right there, and you see the inside go out and the outside go in, and James Hands just finds a really soft spot directly right in front of the safety, and they've been really eating in that area right there.
We see Ashley Jackson's breakdown left, middle, and right, really even throughout. 7 of the last 10 with a touchdown. Jackson, and a great catch right there by James Hands. Like a goalkeeper right there for a gain of 5.
Ramos, that was not supposed to be to James Hands. That was supposed to be on the slant, and James Hands took it away. that was something right there.
Really important. I mean, if you don't make that effort, probably the pass is intercepted as they.
Yeah, it's a huge play.
The defensive back was trailing right there underneath, and the pass. The run goes to DJ Moses. He will break a tackle, get past the 1st down marker, and move the chains again for the Scorpions.
I got to say, I'm so impressed with this offensive balance by Arizona, right? We've seen inside runs, we've seen draws, we've seen counters, we've seen tosses, we've seen powers, we've seen every type of run, right? And then you've got all the passing game working as well. They are playing A1 complementary football right now, Ramos.
Yeah, you look at which players have touched the football. You have Ashley Jackson on a scramble. You have Bismarck Wright, DJ Moses, Jay Ballmer, Will Todd, TJ Punk, Mike Churchill, and James Hands.
Wow.
All of them have touched the football. Only Donnie Hands and Adam Grabowski missing alongside Cooper Allen. There's going to be a draw play, and that's going to be Bismarck Wright with some space, and Wright has about 6.
I love it. I love it, man. The play calling is excellent right now. It is really, really good. They're mixing it up, right? You don't know whether they're going to pass or they're going to throw. They love coming out in these double, triple type, formations and really throwing Baltimore's defense off right now.
I mean, the defense coordinated by Coach Tim Johnston, I mean, looking a little bit befuddled out there. They are really on their heels at this point. This is going to be another handoff, and this is going to be DJ Moses, and Moses pushes the pile for a gain of about 7 yards, and another Scorpions first down.
Yeah, Moses, that's the second time on this drive he's carried over the chains like that and did a really, really good job, and here they go again, 1st and 10. You don't know what they're going to do because they're mixing it up so well, and this is a tough position to be in if you're a defense.
Telling you, Coach Eddie Gage, as this handoff goes for about a couple yards. Coach Eddie Gage, he's always said, man, I'm not the best offensive mind. I cannot do offense. He's cooking, as the young folks would say. He's absolutely cooking today.
Yeah, he is cooking. Something good at that. He's not just cooking trash, right? He's cooking something good. They've had a really good balance there, and I do want to say, Frank Smith, good job on the tackle right there. Really good job by your linebackers for Baltimore, keeping that to 2 yards.
Draw play again. That's DJ Moses with the handoff, and Moses will have about 2, and there's going to be 3rd down and 6 upcoming. Really important here for Baltimore, Mike, to just limit this to a field goal.
Yeah, it is. And if you're Arizona, here's what I'm looking at. I mean, you come out 3rd and 6, right? They got this bunch set. Look for the toss, or at the bottom of the screen, the one-on-one coverage. They could take a shot here.
3rd down and 6 from the bunch. Jackson with time. Jackson to the end zone, and the pass is incomplete as Donnie Hands unable to come up with it. That would look pretty clearly out of bounds.
Yeah, that was out. It was through the back of the end zone. I like the idea, though, right? Because regardless, you're in field goal range, so why not take a shot at it?
Especially with Donnie Hands, who has not been targeted up to that point. Really, the defense just missed him. Just didn't think of number 11, and he was pretty open, and Ashley Jackson just missed him by a little bit as this kick is up and good. Arizona up 20-10, and they've scored 20 out of the last 23 points in this matchup.
Yeah, and if you're Baltimore, that's got to feel good. That's a good stop if you're Baltimore, because you prevent it. What you do is now, even though it's still a 2-possession game, right? Now you're in the point where, okay, all we need is a field goal, right? And you work a little bit back into it. You don't have to get the touchdown in this next drive. Just try and get the field goal.
Yeah, just get within 1 score. That's important. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Ramos Lang alongside Mike O'Neill. The Baltimore Vultures starting winning this game pretty quickly in the first quarter, 7-0 with a great drive. That drive has been so far their best drive of the game by a substantial margin. Ever since, it's been mostly Arizona on top, 20-10, with 1:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. However, do not count the Baltimore Vultures out, never.
No, this is all they need is one good drive. We got to see the run game get back involved. We need T-Roy in here. We need Warren Murray.
That's Warren Murray with the toss play going to the right. Sean Moore makes the tackle after a gain of 4. All things considered, a really nice play by the Vultures offensive line. That was 4-4 defense from Arizona.
Yep.
And it's really hard to block, 8 guys with just about 5 or 6 blockers.
Yeah, you got to mind your P's and Q's there if you're the offensive line for Baltimore. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 6.
They're going to toss it to the other side, and this is going to go nowhere. As Alex Constantine, man, what a great effort at defensive end to chase down Humba Kimbrell from behind, and it's a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, it's a huge play. We saw Alex Constantine with a huge bat down earlier, and now you see him. I mean, you're literally taught as a defensive end to contain, right? You got to force the run back in, and really what he did there was excellent, chasing that down. That takes a lot of speed and effort.
Dime defense here for the Scorpions to counter the bunch set. Wigmore rolls to the right. Wigmore throws to the outside, and the pass is incomplete. Batted down by Parker Thomas, and it's going to be a very quick 3-and-out for the Vultures.
Yeah, Parker Thomas, a player that you highlighted earlier on that interception, Ramos, and you see it there, just the athleticism to be able to disrupt the passing lines there. I mean, I think he jumped about 8 feet in the air to be able to block that.
Arizona will have the football back with some pretty good field position as this kick will go to about, well, that's a great punt, actually, to the
Yeah, it's a really
25-yard
good
line.
punt.
And breaking a tackle, watch out, that's going to be TJ Punk to the 33-yard line. Still pretty decent field position.
Yeah, and TJ Punk, though, he hasn't been involved too much. Actually, sorry, I'm thinking of Donnie Hands, sorry. Yeah, TJ Punk has been great on the receiving end as far as wide receiver. But it's a good little return there. If you're Arizona, right, you get back into the rhythm of things, slow the game down. You are in total control of this game right now. Slow the game down, play it 3 to 5 yards at a time.
Yeah, you got to use your 4 backs to your advantage at this point. This is a team that, yes, it does have the capabilities from, to play from behind with a great quarterback and really good receivers, but this team really is more built to play with a lead, having 4 backs at their disposal. This handoff will go only for a gain of 1. Nice stop right there by the Baltimore defense.
Well, we saw it a couple weeks ago with this Baltimore team whenever they were playing Florida the second half, right? They scored 20-plus points in just like, I believe it was the third quarter. It was, unbelievable.
Single back formation is going to be another drop play. That's going to be DJ Moses with some space. DJ Moses actually will only be credited for about a gain of 3 yards. That looked like a little bit more, but that's going to be 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Yeah, that was a generous spot for the Vultures.
This is the end of the third quarter. Baltimore trailing by 10. This is not over yet, folks. Arizona with the football. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music right here on YouTube, and a word from the league.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Back here in Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona leading by 10 points over the Baltimore Vultures. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lynn. Alongside me in the booth is Mr. Mike O'Neill. 4 wide receiver set for the Scorpions. Man in motion, that's going to be TJ Punk to the right as Giovanni Volt follows.
Yeah, they got some man coverage going on, yep.
As Jackson will drop back to throw with the pressure, and the pass is incomplete. The pressure finally gets to Ashley Jackson that time, and the Arizona Scorpions will be forced to punt.
That's going to be a big key to watch here in the fourth quarter, Ramos. It's the pressure, right? We saw it on the initial drive of Arizona that forced them into a 3-and-out. And now with Baltimore, if they're going to have a chance to get back in this and try and get back in the game and take the lead, it's going to start with their defense being able to get pressure on Ashley Jackson and, shutting these drives down.
The return will go from the Vultures past the 30 to the 33-yard line as Baltimore will try again. So far in this game, Jack Wigmore struggling, 11 out of 23 after having a really, really strong start of the game. Also has an interception, 3 of the last 10 for the Baltimore quarterback, only for 55 yards. Warren Murray, 10 carries for 42 yards. T-Roy Gaines has only carried the football 3 times for 6 yards. T-Roy Gaines is the one in the backfield to the left of Jack Wigmore. Man in motion. It's going to be Jackson Roberts. We really haven't seen anything from the tight end. Wigmore will throw. Wigmore throws middle. The pass is caught by Ivory Irving for about 7 yards. Sean Moore makes the tackle.
Yeah, I really like the play call there. It was a good job. Just a hitch route from Irvin, but a great spot and a good throw. Is a really good timing route there between Wigmore and Irvin. I would like to see a run here, though.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him slow it down a little bit.
2nd down, 3 yards to go. 4-4 defense here for the Scorpions. Wigmore will hand the ball off to Warren Murray, and he will get about 6 and a first down. Liking the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action, and help the channel grow through your support. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line. Handoff goes to Hubba Kimbrell this time. He stiff arms a defender, and he's off to the races. Hubba Kimbrell past the first down marker and more, and that's going to be a gain of 22 and a first down, Vultures.
That is a huge play for Baltimore. You see Hubba Kimbrell there get to the outside, and how about the athleticism, right? Watch the stiff arm right here. Bam! Into the ground. Look at the athleticism to take it to the outside, pick up 20-plus yards for your team, and really now what that does, again, like I told you, with Arizona, now they have to pull up. They have to pull those defensive backs up, Ramos. Right now, you can kind of find some spots open. You could really take a shot here, and nobody would question it.
It does look like the strong safety may be lurking as they're going to try to run again. Warren Murray for a gain of 2. APM Music is on Rival Music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Jack Wigmore will throw. Wigmore incomplete, just overthrows his intended receiver. That's Ivor Irving, and that's going to be a 3rd and long upcoming here for the Vultures.
Yeah, Ivory Irvin was locked up there on defense. It's a good job by Arizona's defense, and this is a big 3rd down. This is a really, really, really momentum-heavy 3rd down here.
Bunch formation. They really favored the bunch formation here on 3rd and longs. Wigmore will roll out to the right.
Watch for the post.
Wigmore with some time, and the pass is caught right there on that post. Daly Holder gets the catch for a 1st down at the 15-yard line, and Baltimore gets a massive 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, Ramos, they've got to be one of the best in the league at this rollout post right here, right? It's just an instant connection there, and the problem is everybody trails, and they've got the safety coming in. The one player that really could make a play on it is the safety, and a lot of the times he's out-leveraged in that.
I really knew it really wasn't bad coverage by Parker Thomas and Eddie Gage on that one, and they just came in a little bit late, able to make the stop as Warren Murray will have no chance. I mean, they sent a blitz. Nathaniel Diggs was all over that one. It's a loss of 3.
Yeah, we've talked about these linebackers. How good have these linebackers been, Ramos?
Yeah, they've been absolutely sensational, all of them, especially Sean Moore, who has an interception and so many tackles. Unofficially right now at 7 solo tackles. Wigmore will throw. Wigmore middle, and the pass is almost intercepted again by one of the linebackers. That was Nathaniel Diggs.
Yeah, we just saw Diggs on the tackle there, and then there he does. I mean, I love what they did there. I mean, Arizona came out, they're running combo coverage, right? Half of the field was in man, half the field was in zone, and really good job mixing it up on the defense here.
Nathaniel Diggs has to go to the school of hands by Sean Moore after that drop. That went right to his hands. And unable to make the interception. Wigmore on the rollout. Wigmore passes across his body. The pass is caught! The pass is caught by Daly Holder for a Baltimore touchdown.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier. Daly Holder, Mr. Reliable, right? Always at the right spot at the right time. And wow, just a huge momentum-changing touchdown here. Because now, I mean, what do you do here? Do you go for, I mean, could you go for 2?
No, I will kick the extra point, make it a 3-point game for sure.
My aggressive mind instantly says, I'd go for 2 and then win it with a field goal. How about that?
Right. You don't want to put yourself in a hole, though. If you miss a 2-point conversion, now you need another touchdown, and it's been hard enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
To put the ball in the end zone against this Arizona defense. Telling you what, on that pass, that was across his body.
Yeah.
Man, Dr. Thomas Paterniti will need a doctor himself after that one. Because that's the perfect example of what not to do as a quarterback.
Somebody check his pulse on the sideline.
Yeah, man, just a Hall of Fame quarterback like Jack Wigmore can make that work.
Yeah, that's a dangerous throw, but, you know, Wigmore, sometimes when you're in position like that and you've only got less than 8 minutes left in the game, Ramos, you can't blame a quarterback for trying to take the game into his hands.
EJ Punk will return this one to the 26-yard line, and this Baltimore defense needs to stand up and make a play.
Pressure.
So far, absolutely.
Pressure.
So far, Keenan Samuels has been the best defender for this unit. 10 solo tackles.
Wow.
Ball at the 26-yard line. Draw play. That one goes to Jay Ballmer, and guess who? Keenan Samuels makes the solo tackle, only for a gain of 4. Let's send it again to SFL HQ for another update around the league.
Thank you, Ramos. Stop the presses. Canton has given up a touchdown. their first rushing touchdown this season. Houston comes out of the second half locker room, goes all the way down the field in 4 minutes and scores, and they just got a 3-and-out stop. 24-7 Canton in the third. Back to you.
Ooh.
Getting pretty interesting right there in Canton, Ohio, as this run goes to, I think that was, if I saw correctly, that was number 41?
Yeah, it was number 41.
Although I cannot really find them in the roster sheet. So
it was a good run.
Maybe a fan say, you know what? Let me get a handoff, coach. Let me get a carry.
There you go.
It was good for a gain of about 3 though. 3rd down and 4. Ashley Jackson dropping back to throw. Jackson with time. The pass inside is incomplete. Big shtick right there by Elijah Warfield, and he will force a 4th down. Massive stop here for the Baltimore defense. 3-and-out.
A lot of times in these crucial situations, you look to your veteran leadership and to make a play. None other than Elijah Warfield, right? That is a huge pass breakup. That is a game-changing pass breakup. Baltimore gets the ball back. You got 6 minutes left. Now, could we see Baltimore drive downfield after some momentum after that touchdown pass? Could they drive right back downfield and actually take the lead with a touchdown here, Ramos?
Yeah, I mean, Arizona's defense has to be pretty tired after being on that field for quite some time, and then right back in it after a 3-and-out by the offense, as this is a decent return to the 37-yard line, as the returner, number 18, David Anderson, gives his team pretty solid field position. 6 minutes, 1 second left here in regulation. And tomorrow night, Cameron Irvine and Mike O'Neill are back to recap Week 8 before the latest chapter in the heated Corvin Cup rivalry between Charleston and Carolina at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Cam and Charles are back on the call. We'll see you there. That shapes up to be a pretty good one. A Charleston team that, though despite the record, again, it's one of those cases where they've been feisty. They won their last matchup, and it's a team in the up and up as Jack Whitmore will throw the ball, checks it down middle. That looked like almost a wide receiver screen, like a rocket screen right there to Mac Chima. The block didn't come, and Sean Morris again right there to make the tackle.
Yeah, Sean Moore was exactly where he needed to be. And listen, there's no rush. There's no panic if you're Baltimore, right? Get back to just the run game. Let's move it 3 to 5 yards at a time. That's it.
Whitmore with 2 backs. He will run it with T-Roy Gaines, and T-Roy Gaines, about 250 pounds of muscle, gets about 4 yards and gets close to the first down marker. 3rd down and 3 upcoming.
Yeah, it's interesting, Ramos, because T-Roy Gaines has got fresh legs. He hasn't been used all game. Do we see more him in this 4th quarter?
As even as it can be, 300 yards for both teams, 15 first downs for both teams. It's just been an absolute bloodbath here in Phoenix, Arizona. This is going to be a handoff going to the running back, and Warren Murray will get the first down.
Yeah, I love the play call, right? You just went to T-Roy Gaines, and so what do? You come out in a split back, right? Split jokers. They don't know who's getting the ball, if it's going to be T-Roy, if it's going to be Warren Murray, and just a really good job.
First down, 10 yards to go. Split backs formation this time now in a pro set. Jack Whitmore will throw, and he gets pressure from behind, and Dede Sachs gets his first sack of the game.
Yeah, first sack of the game, and look, he's the sack leader. He has officially taken the lead, right? 4 sacks overall in the SFL right now. He was tied with Bobo Caudill with 7, but now he's got 8. He is officially the league's sack leader after that.
Dede Sachs, a staple here in the top leaders of the SFL sack chart, as this is checked down to Warren Murray. A good check down for a gain of 5, making it a more manageable 3rd down. It's still 3rd and 9, but 3rd and 9 is much better than 3rd and 14.
Absolutely. 3rd and 9 is much better. And look, the biggest thing is, look, you've already thrown a couple interceptions, right? So don't take anything that's not there, right? Unless you absolutely have to.
Bunch formation. We're going to see the rollout again. Jack Whitmore. Whitmore middle. The pass is incomplete. What a great coverage play right there by Iverson Gamble. We really haven't heard anything about Iverson Gamble all day, which is a good thing for a corner if your name is not mentioned. 4th down and 9, and Baltimore will have to punt and trust on their defense.
And still, it's no big deal, right? It's not a huge deal. 4 minutes left in the game is an eternity, right? You just got to go. Your defense has got to get out on the field and take care of business, right? 3 and out for Arizona. You've got this ball back with 2 minutes at least, 2.5 minutes.
This punt is not a particularly good one, only to the 19-yard line, about a 31-yard punt. Very high and forcing a fair catch. 3:46 left here in regulation. And, if Arizona gets a couple of first downs, they have to force Baltimore to start calling those timeouts. So,
yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. Arizona's going to run in this, and it's interesting. They come out in quads.
yeah, Jay Ballmer has ran in this formation, though, right up the middle.
So they just got to plug the A-gaps here.
Yes. Right behind the guard, actually, and they may run it to the left. We'll see what happens. Well, they run it to the right, and this is going to be a pretty good run here on first down. 7-yard gain, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're Arizona.
Yeah, directly in between the center and the guard there. Like, that's exactly what you want to do if you're Arizona. But for Baltimore, you've got to correct that. They've surely got to have some of these A-gap blitzes. They've got to plug these. It's all about gap assignment right here.
There's going to be a power set. The handoff goes to DJ Moses, and he will lose about half a yard.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, Baltimore was ready for that one. About 9 players in the box for the Vultures.
Do it again. You got 4 yards. 4 yards is a lot whenever you're stacking the box. Let's see what they come out in.
They will come out with 3 wide receivers, actually.
Yeah, it's tough.
3 wide receivers. Jackson to throw. Jackson scrambles, drops back. Jackson throws deep, and the pass is incomplete. Overthrows everybody. Troloshaw barely gets a couple fingers on it. And another 3 and out forced by the Baltimore defense. And we're going to have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds here in regulation. And wow, what a great job by the Baltimore defense. They didn't even have to call any one of their timeouts.
Yeah, and I'm curious at the option. I'm curious that Arizona didn't run. Little curious at that. But regardless, nonetheless, you try and take a shot, catch them off guard. Troy Loshaw, really good job coming up big there and tipping that and disrupting that pass.
2 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dede Sachs had the first sack of the game on the previous drive. Arizona will really need another one. We can really use another one. Last drive, Baltimore 3 runs, 3 passes. The drive before 4 runs, 5 passes. I'm expecting more throws on this one as Jack Wigmore will connect with Mac Chima. That's a beautiful throw to midfield, first down, Vultures.
He had about 12 to 14 inches of space to put that ball into. So Jack Wigmore, excellent job. You see how close that was? He was covered and just really put it to the outside shoulder of that receiver at a really good place. Jack Wigmore, that was an excellent throw.
145 yards passing through the middle for Jack Wigmore. And he will roll out again with some good blocking. Jack Wigmore throws deep, and the pass is picked off! Great play! He returns it to the 5 play of the week.
Wow. Ramos, Sean Moore. How many times do we have to say his name, Ramos? Sean Moore. That was the best interception that I've seen all season. Look at Sean Moore dropping back and sinking deep, and look at the recognition to dive. He just dove 8 yards for that interception. You talk about putting the team on your back, veteran leadership, sealing the deal, and slamming the door on the Baltimore Vultures. Sean Moore just did that for the Arizona Scorpions.
That's one of the best catches by any player I've ever seen in the simulation.
Put him on offense.
Yes. Man, I'm writing a letter of signing from the Mexico City Aztecs right now. As this run by DJ Moses goes for a gain of 3 yards. I cannot get over that interception. That's one of the best defensive plays I've seen in this league.
Well, and what's funny about it is he's been seeing it all night, right? The rollout. We talked about the rollout all night.
Yes. It's been the Baltimore Vultures' favorite play. That's where all the explosive plays, have been, from. It's all about the rollout. And Sean Moore had enough of that. Unbelievable. We have to settle down here as Arizona has the ball, and
Wow,
what a spin move right there
move.
by DJ Moses, turning a no-gainer into 5 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Baltimore will have to call another timeout.
That was a spin move and a half there. Arizona putting on an athletic clinic here in the last few minutes of the game, and they got to get a first down here. None of it matters if they don't get a first down.
So important this play here by the Baltimore Vultures. Power against power right now. DJ Moses will break a tackle, and he has a first down. That should be perhaps, I don't want to say game over. Baltimore has still 1 timeout.
Yeah.
But really that forces the hand of the Vultures.
Yeah, regardless, it's cutting it close. If you're the Vultures, you need to prevent any further damage on the ground.
10 players in the box, and Giovanni Volt is committed to the run on this one. Toss play to the left. That's going to be DJ Moses.
Block.
Breaks a tackle from Volt, and he breaks another tackle, stays in bounds crucially for a gain of 6.
They've been killing it with that power play, Ramos.
They sure have. They sure have. I mean, it's... What a game. What an
You're telling me.
unbelievable game.
Yeah, this has been a treat. I think that, we kind of saw the tides turn from the beginning. The first drive, I mean, it looked like Baltimore was going to be airing it out, and I think that they tried to continue with that rather than staying a little bit more balanced. In Arizona, I think that the key to the game is Arizona was able to take away the football. There you go, and you see it right there.
DJ Moses seals the game with this one. Spins inside.
Wow.
DJ Moses wants his
Wow.
touchdown. DJ Moses touchdown.
What? Ramos, I don't even have words for the type of run that we just witnessed. Arizona is on something different right now. Look at him. He gets outside. Look at he breaks the first tackle. Look at the block by Will Todd there. Takes it on the outside. 93. Whoop! Spin move. Number 20. Whoop! Spin move. And carries number 48 into the end zone. That was unbelievable. Elijah Warfield just got carried into the end zone.
Holy moly, check the Gatorade. What are they drinking?
I don't know. I don't know. I want some.
That's Michael Jordan's special stuff from Space Jam that we're seeing right here from the Arizona Scorpions, and they will get a 10-point lead in style. What a crazy last 45 seconds of gameplay. It's been absolutely insane. Baltimore, we're moving the ball well, poised to at least tie the game up with a field goal, then send it to overtime, and now Arizona with a 10-point lead, having to play some more defense as this is going to be nailed down for a touchback, and they will start at the 20-yard line. Yeah,
and I mean, look, you're out of timeouts. You have to make sure that everything's going to the sidelines here, right? You can't keep anything in bounds at this point, Ramos. We've seen this bunch set. It's going to be interesting to see if they continue rollouts.
Yeah, nothing cheap, nothing deep right here from Arizona. They have to cover the boundary and deep. Jack Wigmore will throw. Jack Wigmore to the outside. The pass is caught, but crucially, Terrell Davis makes the tackle inbounds. Ivory Irvin up to 91 yards in this ball game. Clock is still keeps ticking. Jack Wigmore will throw again. The pass middle, and this one is incomplete right off the hands of Mac Chima. Incomplete.
Yeah, Arizona's been watching these rollouts all night long, Ramos. They know they're prepared for them. They know where they're going. You fooled them the first time. You've had a couple big plays out of it, but Arizona, we saw on that interception there from Sean Moore. They're just prepared for it.
Second down, 10 yards to go, 78 seconds left here in regulation. Wigmore will throw again, middle. The pass caught, Daly Holder. That's fine with Arizona. Arizona can't allow those.
That's been the big bright spot. Daly Holder's been the big bright spot for Baltimore.
Wigmore again to throw. Wigmore, middle, the pass. Irving just on a quick drag route. This is going to be only 7 yards. Yeah, I will run another play right here on 2nd and 3, actually, instead of the spike. Wigmore will throw again. The pass, middle. Irving has it. to the 33-yard line, but that's consuming a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah,
Arizona
they've got to
again.
get it moving.
Yeah, now you spike it, I think. On first down, now you spike it. There you
Yep.
go.
Yeah, I like it. I like the call. You stop it with 45 seconds left, and look, we can't put anything past the Baltimore Vultures, right? So even if they were to come back and win, it would not surprise me with the pedigree of team that this team is, right?
Yep.
So if you're Jack Wigmore, dial up some of that Vulture magic that you've had in the past few championships, right?
Yep.
And just get to business.
Jack Wigmore, the pass, middle, incomplete. Overthrowing the receiver, Eddie Gage, right there lurking in coverage. We've seen Baltimore in the past, being, trailing by 10 or trailing by 9,
Yeah.
2 scores, score a touchdown, get onside, score another, it's not impossible for this team, but with 42 seconds, really need to put points right now.
I don't like the fact that the corners are pressed up so much here.
Wigmore to throw, Wigmore, middle, the pass, caught, Ivory Irving. As Eddie Gage makes the stop by the 10-yard line.
they've
32
gotta
seconds
hurry up.
left and counting. Yeah, you got to spike it right now. You got to spike
Yeah,
it.
you have to spike it. Come on, Jack.
There you go. 27 seconds left. Now, I think that you throw it to the end zone a couple times. Depending on how many seconds are left, you may want to kick the field goal.
Yeah, you might just take the field goal and then try and get the onside.
Second down and goal. Let's see what Arizona presents right now, and they will put 3 players right there in the end zone.
They need to hit the corner. They need to shoot for the pylon with this deep coverage, this deep zone coverage.
Wigmore to throw to the end zone. Incomplete. Great coverage right there by Eddie Gage. Third down and goal.
Yeah, really good coverage on the back end by Eddie Gage.
Ivory Irving running a post route. That's some good coverage right there by Terrell Davis, not allowing Ivory Irving to get to the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
And Eddie Gage right there to clean it up.
Interested to see what they call here on 3rd and goal. And this is a touchdown. You need a touchdown right here, onside kick, and then you've got 2 shots.
Third down and goal from the dime defense. Arizona trying to preserve their lead. Wigmore to throw. Wigmore to the end zone, and the pass is picked off. That's going to be the ball game. What a beautiful interception. That's going to be number 24. That's the dime defensive back. We really haven't seen anything out of Zach Hamburger, the second-year man, but he comes up with a big interception, and Arizona's going to come away victorious.
Yeah, he was playing underneath there on that corner route, and he had the responsibility of playing underneath. And when you do that, you have to be able to jump. You've got to be able to disrupt those passing lanes for him to come up. That's a huge, huge interception and a really good job. I mean, he just won Arizona the game.
If you're new to the Simulation Football League, if you're coming from the RFL, for example, welcome to the SFL with this ball game.
Yeah, right.
This was a sensational football game. A 10-point lead, a 2-score lead doesn't do it justice. Like if you look at the scoreboard, you see 27-17. You may think, oh, Arizona kind of, cruise their way. No, it was a sensational game from the very start to the very end.
Yeah, and that all happened in the last 2 minutes of the game. I mean, it was an exceptional game. Both teams played well enough to win. Arizona, I think they were a little bit more balanced, and that's what paid dividends for them, Ramos.
Sure are. Just want to hear your player of the game.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be Sean Moore.
Absolutely, for me as well. And he was, for me, the player of the game after 3 quarters. That interception just absolutely sealed it, as both teams had great yardage, over 350 yards for both teams. Both teams overall very successful time of possession on Arizona's side, and the big difference, especially the points off of takeaways. It was the huge difference. 13 points for Arizona off of takeaways. That's the difference in the ball game. It's just absolutely incredible. Eddie Gage, the Arizona owner and head coach. Arizona, I love y'all. Getting back to the big dog, Sean Moore. Man, we needed this one. And Mr. Eddie Gage, the great owner of the Arizona Scorpions. Happy in the chat. This was a great ball game. Last thoughts?
Yeah, just a kudos to both coaches, but especially Eddie Gage, man, coming out here. This is a tough Baltimore team. They're always going to play you till the end, and Eddie Gage really put together a great game plan. They played absolutely lights out on offense, and really their defense ultimately just really stole the show away from Baltimore, and that was the difference maker. Their linebackers just balled out.
For Andy Hamilton and Justin reside in the stats truck, Cameron Irvine behind the scenes, and Mike O'Neill. This was Ramos Lynn. Thank you very much for watching. More SFL action, everybody, and stay tuned for even more games tonight. Have a great one.